YouTube, it's Courtney, or VSG Redesign Me. I'm coming at you, with another update this week, which is really rare for me. I wanted to talk about a few things while I was driving into work, and thought now would be a good time to go over it. So, I originally started doing YouTube videos because I found that there was a really big lack of large, super morbidly obese YouTubers. Now, that isn't to say we don't have some of the, the great ones, and a lot more have come to surface as of recently. But when I was starting the journey 6-7 months ago, there were really only a few that I could pick from, and there certainly weren't a lot that were in my age demographic, which is under 30. I'm 27. So I thought maybe I could bring some things to the table that possibly some lower BMI people couldn't. And I've spoken a few times, I want to say in the last month, about being super morbidly obese, and now I'm not. Now I'm just morbidly obese, which is still hilarious. But I wanted to talk about this because I think it's important. We start this journey out, and some people are starting this journey out, like, Tara, VSG, library nerd. Some people are starting out this journey with a lower BMI, and not to say that her BMI was low and that she didn't need the surgery, but it's a whole different ball game when you've got an extra 100 pounds on top of that 240. So there are different expectations with the surgery, and there are different rules. Well, not rules, I guess, just there are different ways of approaching things than I'd say that somebody of a lower BMI who will hit Wonderland a lot faster than somebody like me. So when I started this journey, I knew I had a long way to go. At the very least 140 pounds. At the time of the start of my journey, I was 345, and my BMI was 56 or 57. It was floating around there. I was getting dangerously close to 60. And I'm 5'7", so I'm supposed to be, as a healthy weight, 160 pounds. Okay? Now, I haven't been 160 pounds since I was like 14. No. 12. 10. Something like that. A long time. So I don't even know what that would look like on my body. And people have a tendency to say, you don't look that big. Well, gee, thank you. So, I didn't come into this journey with the idea that, it was going to be an easy haul or anything. So when I started telling people that I had 140 pounds to go, or 130 pounds to go, or as it stands right now, I don't even know how much weight I have to lose. My goal weight, just for the record, right now, I alternate between wanting 170 and 180. I think 180 is probably going to be realistic for me. I don't know. I haven't really set a strong goal for me. So let's say at 180. At 180, I still have 128 pounds to lose. Doable, especially in the YouTube community, but still a daunting task. And when I tell that to people, their eyes get really big, and they're like, wow. One of my coworkers naively said, what do you still have to lose, like 40 pounds? And I'm like, so that becomes an issue. And now there's other issues now. So they're not really issues, like, it doesn't bother me that much, but in case it might bother somebody else that that's doing this, I just want to give you a heads up. And I'm really sorry for the sunlight. It's in a bad place, and we've got snow glare. It's just all kinds of bad. So one of the things that happens when I start going on your weight as a super morbidly obese person while you do have subtle changes, and while we are all trained to see the changes in faces, for the most part, I'm not losing weight as rapidly as, say, Tara, who went from a size tight 20 to like a size whatever she is now. I don't even know. 14. Right? Like, I'm not going to have that dramatic of a change right away. So, while I've lost 45 pounds, I'm still wearing the same clothes that I was wearing before for the most part. You know, I barely went down. I actually didn't go down a bra size. Apparently, I was shoving my boobs into bras that didn't fit me, because now bras are actually fitting me. So that hasn't changed much. I mean, you can tell, but it's not a dramatic change after a month. So when I tell people I've lost almost 40 pounds, they're like, oh, that's great. Like, it's not as enthusiastic as, say, somebody that, you know, started out at 240. So understanding that your visual progress may be a lot slower than your emotional and your weight progress is something that you have to come to terms with as a surgery patient that is a higher BMI. Now, that being said, I mean, I don't regret the surgery at all, but at the same time, you know, most people at our weight, I speak for the higher BMIers, they choose gastric bypass. The results are faster and quicker. I had my reasons for not choosing gastric bypass, mostly having to do with the malabsorption issues and the bigger potential for dumping. I don't know. It's just one of those things that's been kind of on my mind about being super morbidly obese and what that means for your weight loss surgery journey. I use a Withing scale, Withing. Apparently there was an accident. Welcome to New York City, everybody. So, anyway, I thought I was getting pulled over, but I wasn't. So, as I was saying, you know, like, completely lost my train of thought just now, just for the record. This is live television, everybody. So, I was rambling, but the general idea being that there's a longer journey, and Withings. I remember now. Withings. So Withings is Withings. They have a whole bunch of different things. They have blood pressure cuffs. We use a Bluetooth wireless scale, and I don't know if it's Bluetooth. I think it's just wireless. It sets up to our wireless network, and it actually just automatically updates to our phones with our most recent weigh-ins and stuff. And you can check online to like their health metrics website, and it says that I should be 200 pounds by July. And it just seems like that's so far away. But it's not. I mean, July is 6 months away now. Not even, right? 5 months. So that's something that it's crazy to me. I mean, that's based on my weight loss trend now. So I can't really say that I'll probably, like, I mean, I would be happy. I go on vacation every year in August, and I'd be happy to be like 230 by August. So we'll see what happens. I mean, based on a 3-pound loss every week, I could very well hit it, but I doubt it. So these are just some things that, you know, weigh on me, and that I think about, and I'm not like upset with this or anything. It's just something that I felt like maybe warranted a video. Okay, Bub, stop texting. Let's go. You know, it's just something that I think that you don't really consider if you're not really thinking about it thoroughly. So, I mean, I don't regret the surgery at all. I could have never in a million years lost the weight that I've lost without this surgery, and I'm grateful for it in every sense of the word. But it's still a long road. So anyway, in other conversation topics, somebody asked me what I'm doing for vitamins. I had briefly spoken about my vitamins in my last video, and I figured I'd give you a little bit more insight into what brand I'm using. I know a lot of people had issues with Bariatric Advantage, and it's bad, and I don't blame you. So here's my recommendation. This may not be approved by your bariatric surgeon, so definitely double check with them. But we've been doing Flintstone vitamins. We're allowed to do it because we have to have under 6 grams of sugar in our vitamins. They recommend the chewy vitamins, so I take 2 to 4 of those a day. The recommended adult dose is 2, but if somebody's sick around me, I'll take 4. That seems to be working for me so far. And then I've been taking Viactive chocolate calcium chews. 2 of those is 1,000 milligrams of calcium. I get those at BJ's in a big bag because Tara and I both eat them. They taste like candy to me. And then I don't take biotin, but I haven't, knock on wood, had any real hair issues. Not to say that I won't, but my vitamins already have it, and then I use a biotin shampoo with collagen in it. So I'm until I really start seeing hair loss, I'm not going to bother with the extra vitamin. I haven't been taking vitamin D3, but I'm waiting. I want to do blood work with my doctor soon, and then see if perhaps my vitamin D3 levels have my vitamin D levels have evened out. That's touch and go for me. I had vitamin D issues prior to surgery, so I might still have it afterwards. The Viactive has vitamin D in it, which is something that I like. And then for probiotics, I take Digestive Advantage chewable vitamins, probiotics. Now, there was a discussion, I don't know if anybody saw it on Facebook, with Betty Lou Who, when she mentioned probiotics, and I believe it's Kim Stephanopoulos. She recommended that you get the probiotics from Vitamin Shop in the actual cooler case. I wanted chewable vitamins. I didn't want to go through that. I haven't noticed any issues with the probiotics. I've definitely seen a difference in weight loss trends and consistency of weight loss trends, and also I have had less issues with the bathroom. So I take 2 to 3 of those depending on how my gut's feeling, and they taste really good, so don't be turned off by them. They're coated in what looks like sugar, but I don't think it's actually sugar. The sugar content on them is super low. It's like 2 milligrams or something, like 2 grams per something or another. I'm not sure. And then if I'm still having problems with movement in my bowels, I end up just taking like an 8-ounce cup of coffee with some half and half and Truvia in it. Now, not everybody's allowed to have coffee, I know that, so to your own surgeon's, feelings on the matter. But my GI doctor, because I had really bad colitis for a while from C. diff, and my GI doctor had recommended that I just drink a cup of strong coffee in the morning, and I usually have a movement within, I want to say, a half hour of having the coffee. Sometimes I don't even get through the full coffee, especially post-op. So I just continue to do that because I find that to be a lot more gentle than, say, laxative. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing, and I haven't really had any problems with that so far. I feel pretty good about everything. And if you have any more questions about where I get those, I get the Digestive Advantage in bulk and the Viactive and the Flintstones, actually. We get them at BJ's. That's like kind of like a Costco type thing. So check that out and let me know if it works for you. I would check with your surgeon to make sure that those are acceptable. We really didn't have any guidelines other than the sugar guidelines. So, but I am getting into the city, so I will talk to you guys later. And I hope that this video wasn't very rambly and that the vitamin information helped those who have been asking me. And I hope everybody has a good day. Bye.